I'm Dani Gurry, and you've tuned in to Good Morning Frederick. It's a podcast, well, about Frederick. Everything, the people, the businesses, the nonprofits, and the cool stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Good Morning Frederick.
Hi, Sarge from Restoration 1 Central Maryland, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Ah, yes, Good Morning Frederick. I got my little headgear on. Best day ever. It's another year. I've lived to be another year older. Today is Friday, September 6th, and I'm your host, Dani Gurry. Yes, today's my birthday. 57. It sounds so old. I don't feel that old. Although this morning I'm feeling a little bit older than normal. Had a great evening at Alive at 5 last night. We're going to go through the rundown of how that was, but I just cannot thank you all so much. There's no way I'm going to be able to keep up with the texts, the Facebook messages, the emails, just the outpouring. Honestly, it touches my heart very much, and I am so appreciative of everyone who takes a minute out of their day to wish me a happy birthday. It is a great day. Look, I tell you, it is seriously no shame in getting older, wiser, sometimes more wise than others. So I really do appreciate it. I just can't even thank you all enough. And I hope you know I'm 100% sincere in that. I know it kind of sounds not sincere sometimes, I think, when I say it. But anyway, we got a great show planned for my birthday today. Got some giveaways for you. How about you get the gifts this morning? I love it. We've got some stuff to give away. We're also going to talk about what's happening this weekend and next week in Frederick. Oh my gosh, we are ramping up to the busiest time of year. If you've holed yourself up and you haven't been doing much in August because back to school and all that stuff, you're kind of getting back into the swing of things. Now is the time to get out and enjoy this great county that we have. Oh my gosh, there's so many amazing things going on. So many organizations. You can have a good time and support and give back, which is what I love as well. So we're going to talk about all that. We're going to do our Alive at 5 recap from last evening. I talked to Hannah and her husband from Eklectic Coffee today. Also, my friend Erin Lawson joins me to talk about United Way's Day of Action. And I talked to Patrick from Sarge Athletics. So that is all coming up today. I know originally in my description, I had that Chris would be on, but he had to jump on and run the board for a show after his. So unfortunately, he's not going to make it. But next week, we will have Bob and Chris back. We're going to get back to normal, back into the normal swing of things. And that's going to be great. I'd love for you guys to subscribe to YouTube if you haven't already. Please do that. We'd love to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of September. I have a good feeling we're going to get there. I know we're going to get there because you guys are wonderful, so supportive, amazing. And thank you for those of you who've already subscribed. And hello to all of our new subscribers. Welcome. So great to get new messages, new comments from people who have just found the show. I love it. Had a comment last night on the YouTube podcast. Yes, you can actually listen to each show on YouTube, but as a podcast version. Of course, you can also go to Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeart, and any other platform that you get your podcasts on. We should be there if you search for Good Morning Frederick. So, and if you're wondering, hey, I'm new here. What the heck? What's this show all about? It's really not about me celebrating my birthday, because obviously that only happens once a year. It's actually about you, Frederick. It is all about you. And I'm telling you, if for some reason I'm not doing some of the content you want to see, just reach out. You can text, you can call, you can email. Anyway, if you want to see something that I haven't talked about yet, I'm happy to do it. I actually got a text last night from a young lady who wants me to do a story, and I'm going to do it. It makes sense, right? Because this is your show. This is your show. All right. You got to grab your Good Morning Frederick merch. You know how I'm always talking about it does good to give back. You feel better when you do it, but it's even nicer when you get something and somebody else wins too. And that's what the Good Morning Frederick merch is all about. We've got some t-shirts, we've got some hats, tumblers, stickers, magnets. They are all currently available at the home of Everything Frederick, which will be open today at 11. And of course, tomorrow is First Saturday. I will be there. Actually, I'll be there early tomorrow. And we're going to talk about that too. We had some last minute things happen, and it's all good. But you could come by and grab your stuff, because from now through December, when you purchase Good Morning Frederick merchandise, a portion of the proceeds, all the proceeds from that I get from that go to Christmas Cash for Kids. And I think in August, it was $88, right? So there's $88. And we didn't sell that much in August. So if we can double, triple that, I think my first month that we had merch, I netted over $300. So we could get to $1,000 easily by December if you get the shirts or the merch, and Christmas Cash for Kids wins. And we love that as well. Speaking of helping organizations do more, this is Sleep in Heavenly Peace. If you've not heard of this organization, they build amazing beds for kids in Frederick County. So kids are not sleeping on the floor or on the couch or who knows where. They get their own bed with a new mattress and brand new bedding. Now, Sleep in Heavenly Peace does the bed builds and they get the mattresses. They're counting on us to provide the bedding. So all in September at the home of Everything Frederick, we are collecting new bedding. So twin-sized sheets, blankets, comforters, pillows, etc. All right? So we are collecting for Sleep in Heavenly Peace. There is a bin at the shop. We would love to get your stuff. Or if that's too difficult, which I understand going out, if it's not on your normal run, normal list of things, you can simply send me any amount, $10, $20, $5, doesn't matter, whatever you can afford, please. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle. All my details are on the screen right now. You can just simply send a couple of dollars and I will do the shopping for you. Trust me, I will scour the internet to find some clearance sales and use my coupons like from JCPenney. I don't do Kohl's Cash, but if somebody has some Kohl's Cash they want to donate, I will wait until stuff goes on sale, get the best value for the dollars that you donate to me, okay? Now, of course, when you give me money through PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, etc., unfortunately, it's not tax deductible. If you go purchase stuff, you can actually make a note on there that it was donated to Sleep in Heavenly Peace, and I'm sure that will be fine with your accountants. Anyway, if you can donate, that would be great. We'd love to not only fill the bin, but give them quite a bit of stuff. I just have to say, you guys are so amazing that I believe our donation stop for Stuff the Bus for United Way's school supply drive, we were one of the largest pickups. So that's all thanks to you, because you guys are wonderful. All right. So it is Friday. Holy cow, it is Friday of a short week, which always feels longer for some reason. I never understand how that happens, but it does. But it is Friday, so let's get this thing going. Why don't we? thank you to our show sponsor, We Help You Move. It doesn't matter whether you're going across the street, maybe even in the same development, across the country. Nicholas and his team of moving experts make the whole thing easy. And moving stinks. Just talking to a friend of mine last night. She's just bought a house in Brunswick, moving from Clarksburg, wants to be in Frederick County. Who blames her? No one. No one at all. And I dread the moving process. Well, you can get at least a big majority of that stress relieved when you contact Nick from We Help You Move. You can go to wehelpyoumove.com, reach out to him. He's been in the business since the 80s. And let me just tell you, he knows his stuff. He's going to give you some great advice. If you just need advice, he's going to help you out. All right, wehelpyoumove.com. And when somebody's asking, hey, do you guys know any good movers? If you're online or whatever, just say, hey, Good Morning Frederick recommends We Help You Move, and Dani personally, because he did move us from our townhouse to storage, from storage to this house. Did a great job. All right, let's see. What do we have for you? Well, I've got some stuff for you. How about 4 tickets to Gaver Farm? That's like an $80 value. 4 tickets to Gaver Farm. You're going to want to text FARM to 888-465-2944. Now, I'm going to probably give those away. When am I giving those away? Oh, today. I'm drawing that today. So my birthday, your gift, text FARM right now, 888-465-2944. I'm going to draw that this afternoon, so you have some time. If you're watching this a little bit later, you can't catch me live, it's okay. I don't mind. It's all good. Just watch sometime. That's all I care about. All right. And how about a Jack Pass to the Great Frederick Fair? So today I am going to pick 5 winners because we had one for each day of the week. And I get too busy and I forget every single day. So we just do it on Friday. So today I will be selecting 5 people to win. Next week, I will also select 5 people to win, okay? Because I got 10 of them to give away. I've also got entry tickets to the fair. Got to figure out how I'm doing that. I might be giving some away at Alive at 5. Not Alive at 5, in the streets. So if you want to come by in the street and see me, you might get some tickets to the fair. How about that? All right, how about 5 Maryland Lottery scratch-offs? We give those away every single week. You can win those. And if you want more details about some of the great games at Maryland Lottery, go to mdlottery.com. I'm going to buy those Ravens scratch-off tickets because I don't not like the Ravens. I am a Commanders fan, and I almost said their old name. But anyway, that second chance prize that you can win. So even if your scratch off is not a winner, you put it in for second chance prize and you could travel with the Ravens to New Jersey on the train. How fun would that be? I wonder if they have a good time if they're all like sleeping and say, hey, don't bug me. I don't know. It'd be fun though. I'd have a good time on that trip. All right. And then you get the Tree Trekkers 3-hour adventure ticket, which is good all season long. You can win all of those. Text them all if you want. I've given people multiple prizes before because I'm just good like that. All right? 888-465-2944 is the text line. And again, you can text anything. You can text happy birthday to me today on that text line. I would love that. And I will respond eventually at some point. All right. We want to talk about, let's get right into what is happening in Frederick because, oh my gosh, so many things. Let's do it. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors, serving the area for more than 34 years. They do wood floors. They'll do luxury vinyl plank. To be honest, if you decide you want to put something on your floor, maybe bamboo, maybe you got your eye on some high-end mahogany, who knows what, they will do it. They've even done this beautiful brass inlay on a floor in DC, I think. When you give them a call to get your quote, ask Jeff, because you're going to ask for Jeff, because that's my little brother. He works there, and he'll come out and he'll quote you and he'll take great care of you. But ask him to see those photos, and I'm sure they're probably on their Instagram or their Facebook or something. But amazing, just amazing detail and excellent job they did. All right, so give them a call today. They can handle it. 301-948-9663, or go to atlaswoodfloors.net. That's atlaswoodfloors.net. They're going to take great care of you and do a great job. All right, before we get straight into what's happening in Frederick, I want to recap. Oh, I didn't even put it in here. I want to recap Alive at 5. So this is probably only the second time, maybe third, this whole season I've been to Alive at 5. Now, thankfully, we have a few weeks left because the last week is October 3rd. I'm going to be there because my friend Scott from the Learned Doctors, they're going to be playing at that October 3rd final Alive at 5. But last night made me feel like it was kind of like the old Alive at 5, in the sense that earlier this year, the crowds have not been that big. And I don't want to take the credit, because it was my birthday celebration, my pre-birthday with my friend Dorothy, because we're birthday twins. Happy birthday to you, Dorothy Castle. Happy birthday. Anyway, I don't want to take the credit for why the crowd was so big. I certainly can, actually, because the band was phenomenal. And that is kind of what we think. You have to have the party bands throughout the year to bring the people out. Anyway, let me pull up this video and show you a little bit. If you weren't at Alive at 5 last night, my gosh, you were maybe one of only a few people in all of Frederick. Actually, my husband did all these videos for me because I said, I want to do some captures, but there's my friend Dani came down from Martinsburg, my friend Julie. I got my friends in the background there, Mark and Dorothy, plus others. But oh my goodness, everyone was there. You couldn't take 2 steps without seeing people you knew, and that's so great about Alive at 5. It is kind of like a reunion every single week. But the band was phenomenal last night, and it is just fun when you know all the words, all the music, and it's just a great time. So anyway, we had a great time at Alive at 5. It is Downtown Frederick Partnership's largest fundraiser. They raise the most money so that they can give back right to the downtown area and do great events all year long. And have some fun stuff, but oh yeah, I mean, all the classic rock songs you like, if you like classic rock. Anyway, we had a great time. Want to thank all my friends for coming out. Want to thank everybody who stopped me and said hey, and talked about the show, how they watch it, and talked to some new people who haven't seen the show yet and begged them to watch it. But it's all good. It is such a great event every single week. And $6 to get in if you've never been. $6 beverages. And you do have to be 21. You'll notice in some of these videos, the people on the library side were numbered, as many almost, it was packed over there listening to the music, which is always great. And it is getting darker earlier, people. It is definitely getting darker earlier. That was probably close to the end, though. You can see a lot of people thinned out a little bit, but 5 to 8 every Thursday, May to October this year. And we hope to see you out on October 3rd, because that's going to be a very, very fun Alive at 5. It's always fun to wrap up the year. They always have they typically have a really, really good band. All right. So let's get to our calendar of events. And again, I know I say this every single day, but it is a heck of a weekend coming up. Heck of a month, of course. There are Just tons of great events going on. I do want to tell you about this because it's a little late now, obviously, as it's 9:20. But if you're ever looking to try out a co-work space, the first Friday of every month, Squad Style Work and Wellness, which is right on Bite Court next to the New Sheets and Spring Hill Suites, the corner of TJ Drive, Monocacy Boulevard, Christopher Crossing, all that area right there. That's right where they are. If you are into wellness and your business, maybe you're a personal trainer, maybe you want to start doing that, this co-work space is awesome. I don't know. You can look back, search on our YouTube channel for Hannah King, Squad Style. We did an interview with her, did a tour of the workspace. If you want like-minded people, first Friday of every month, you can co-work for free at Squad Style. So go check it out if you want to get a workout and do work. It's a great place. She has that infrared sauna. No, it's not infrared. It's actually old school, the heat. You know, you pour the water on the rocks and that's what it is. Anyway, you can check her out. They're very cool. First Friday of every month. Of course, the home of everything, Frederick, is open today, 401 North Market Street. Not only can you go pick up your Good Morning Frederick merch, drop off your new sheet sets or whatever you purchase for Sleep in Heavenly Peace, but we have tons of great gift ideas from local artisans, including we have aromatherapy from the Healing Storm. We've got candles by B&L, their candle bouquets. We have, Hammer Glamour. Hammer Glamour has some great keychains with Frederick on them, and rings and necklaces. Do I have my ring here? I do right here. You know, she did this great ring that I got. I don't even know if you can see that. But anyway, I love this ring. It's beautiful. It is wonderful. Anyway, you can buy those there. And if not, her cards are there so you can get stuff. We've got Fran Byrne prints. We've got actually some really cool stuff for kids that have been made by adults with disabilities. And a lot of the proceeds benefit that. We also have the tray that Ron Lehman painted that is up for auction at the fair on Sunday the 15th. And he did Betsy Ross, beautiful picture. Betsy Ross, I think, was it? No, not Betsy Ross, because it's Frederick. Who was the lady who, oh my gosh, this is because I had a couple of beers last night. Anyway, he really did a great picture with the flag. Oh my Lord have mercy. The house is downtown. I know you guys are going to say it. I want to see it in the comments. Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. Really cool painting. There's also another tray there. There'll be about 15 to 20 trays available for auction that are all about Frederick and the fair. Anyway, I know, I've kind of got myself off track. Okay, so let's just talk about everything else that is happening. Of course, I got myself all discombobulated. If you want more music, live music, this town is full of it. You can get music in the village in Warman's Mill, 5 to 8 this evening, right in the center of Warman's Mill. You know, you got Plaza Mexico and Ricci. Italian right there. You can go to Fridays at the Fountain. Same time, 5 to 8, Monocacy Brewing right on North Market Street. They have live music out front as well. Actually, it looks like it's going to be a great weekend for weather, which is nice because it didn't look so great earlier. You can get your tickets for Amish Outlaws at Green Meadows Petting Farm tonight, 6 to 9, Barnyard Band and Booze. And their last one on October 4th looks fun with Stick Time. That's going to be a lot of fun. Look, Crash the Limo live tonight at Vanish Hall in Boonesboro, 7 to 11. I haven't been to that venue yet, but heard a lot of great things about it. Tonight, I'm going to be at Benstown for my friend's $20 Profit Band. They are also a fun party band. They're going to be live there tonight. We're going to be there to get some food and have some fun. So if you're not doing anything tonight, come out to Benstown sometime after 6:30. We'll be there. Tomorrow morning, you can join Karen Justice for the Kenyan Challenge. That is in Warman's Mill. Just carry a gallon of water 1 mile to raise money to provide clean water for people in some of the villages there. If you're looking for some art, all of these things, contemporary innovations, this Jim Roberts, Under the Influence, and Michael DeManch, I guess that is, all at Delaplane. These are all exhibits going on at the Delaplane. If you've not been to the Delaplane Art Center, it is a wonderful gallery. It's a great place to host an event as well. You can check out all the art there. And also this looks like tomorrow, Studio Art Quilters Associates has some quilts on display as well there. So they have a couple different rooms at the Delaplane where the different exhibits happen, and I encourage you to go at least check it out. All right, we're going to talk about the youth, the Frederick Fair. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing this tab, and I got to go to share the other tab because I have this up. I don't know if you know this, but the Great Frederick Fair, I'm getting Mama Cone to make some stuff at the Great Frederick Fair. All right, you can, I think it's $10. I think it's $10 to enter stuff at the fair. And I'm telling you, pretty much anything you can grow, make, brew, distill, craft, you can enter it. So for $10, you enter it and you get not only a week-long or 10-day pass or whatever. You get a pass for every day at the fair, which if you go more than once, you've already won. You can also win money. You can also win money if your items do well. So if you're a gardener, you can enter things like some of your fruits and vegetables. If you do honey or beeswax or grow apples, pears, peaches, plums, nuts, berries, any of these, right? So I'm going to click on, let me just say, because we're going to do, so they have this is Farm and Garden. They have Household. I mean, the Household alone is, just look around. If you've made anything in the past 5 months, 6 months, you've done a wreath for your front door. Maybe you've painted a cool sign. Maybe you've crafted anything. You can enter baked goods like breads, cakes, candies, cookies, and pie. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to show you. It's going to take a minute because this catalog is like hundreds of pages. But look, they actually have the division. So this breads division, if you get first place, you get $4, second place $3, third place $2, best of show, which is the best out of all of those items, breads, you get $10. You win your $10 back. So it's pretty cool that you can win. So if you're going to do like a whole wheat loaf or zucchini without fruit, with fruit, I mean, pretty much everything you can think of, you can enter. How about cakes? Pound cake. I think Mama Cone's going to do a cake. I don't even know what it's going to be classified under, Mama Cone. It's probably pound cake. Probably a pound cake a loaf or ring. That's probably what we're going to do because she makes this white chocolate pound cakey like thing. And it is so good. It's Ashley's favorite. So anyway, yeah, very, very cool. Candies. I might have to do some candies. All right, cookies. Oh my gosh, you can make cookies. Look, they even have a category just for snickerdoodles. All right, so this is how it works. Starting next week, I believe Wednesday, Thursday are the main days where you're going to enter these items that you have made into the fair, and then that way you get some great stuff. Oh, am I not sharing this tab? Oh gosh, I wasn't sharing the tab. I was talking that whole time and showing. Here we go. I'm pulling it up now so you can actually see. There we go. That's what I was looking at that you guys could not see because I didn't update my tab sharing. But anyway, so there are tons of things that you can make, lots of different categories, lots of different subcategories, and you can win money, all right? And it tells you right here how you have to, if you're doing a pie, must be in or on or in an 8 or 9 inch foil pie plate. Let's see, baked goods made with artificial sweeteners. I mean, goodness, they really target it down. Food preservation. If you can or freeze or do any dry, dehydrate. I'm telling you, you guys are already doing a lot of these things, and you can, for $10, you enter them into the fair and you can win money. And you get your pass for the fair. So if you want to go more than one time, you can get money. I think that's awesome. I've never done it. I've been in this town since 1977. I've never entered anything into the fair. Although I do think my school entered some of my artwork when I was younger. And I wonder if they got money. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure they didn't because our stuff was not that great. But anyway, you can enter your stuff at the Great Frederick Fair, and it'll be great. All right, I'm sorry. I got to get back to, now I'm off of my thing. I got to get back to just the normal calendar because there's so many more things, but that you will see when you go to the calendar, you'll see dates and times that you are able to enter stuff into the fair, and that's what that is all about. So if you want to, oh my gosh, I have no idea what I'm doing here. All right, if you want to enter stuff into the fair, you can do it. You can do it first starting on Saturday. That's only for the youth building entries, but you'll see here all along, look, home and garden, crafts entered, received on Saturday as well, 10 to 4. So when you see that, that is what that is about if you want to enter stuff into the fair. Okay, getting back to the millions of events that are on Saturday. I feel like there are, but there's really about 100. Rev Up for Rotary is Saturday, 10 to 2. That is a car show. It's the biggest car show this area has ever seen. It's happening at Adventure Park. Go have a great time. There's a DJ, food. There'll be a prized car, Jeep, truck, bike, and even a hand-built model car category for kids. So if your kids have already done that, you can do that. But anyway, that is a great event, 10 to 2 at Adventure Park. Rev Up for Rotary. That supports the Newmarket Rotary, which we love to support all the Rotary clubs here in Frederick. All right. Let's see. Dog Days of Summer happens. I thought that was I guess it is the 7th. Saturday the 7th. That's at the Waterside Community Pool. If you have a dog that loves to swim, well, Waterside opens up the community pool, of course, after it's closed off to human swimmers. And for a donation, I think, the donation goes to, I wonder if it's free. I do know that this benefits Frederick County Animal Control. So I don't know if they ask for, here it is, for a donation of cat, dog, food, supplies, or monetary. Okay, so they are collecting for the Frederick County Animal Control, our friends right on Rosemont Avenue that we highlight every week with Possum Pets. If you want your dog to go swim, take them over to Waterside, drop off a donation, and enjoy that. Troy Fest, of course, Saturday, noon to 8. Lots of live music all day long. Wraps up with Job Works. Looks like now it's going to be a great day again, but they do have that pavilion with cover, so if it gets warm or anything like that, you have a place to sit. They got vendors, raffles, beer, food, music all day long, and that benefits Rhythm Changes, which we interviewed a couple of months ago. So you can do that too. There is a Puerto Rico festival in Brunswick on Saturday from noon to 6. That looks like a lot of fun, actually. It's you're going to get all the culture, music, dancing, food. food and beverages, lots of really cool stuff that is happening in Brunswick, 1 East Potomac Street at Brunswick Square Corner. And that looks like a great event too. My gosh, there's so many great things happening. It's so hard to choose. I know where I'm going to be most of the day. First, obviously, I'm going to be at First Saturday at the Home of Everything Frederick. I'm actually going to be starting there very early because I just found out yesterday WFMD is going to, or WFRE is going to broadcast live from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. From 401 North Market Street. Now, the shop is not typically open at that time, but I'm going to go early, open up the shop, and hang out. If you want to come, drop off your twin bedding, or you want to pick up some Good Morning Frederick merch, or buy that cool, not the updated Frederick Girl t-shirt, but there's also, of course, merchandise from Everything Frederick and more. You can come do that starting at 9 a.m. 9 to 10, WFRE is going to be out there. And then 10 to 12, WFMD is going to have an appearance as well from the shop. So I'm going to be out there from 9 a.m. probably till about 1 p.m. But from 12 to 2, you want to bring the kiddos by because Shannon has organized some fall art craft projects that they can do, and they're free. We would like to know how many people are coming, though, so she does have a link to a form on the calendar just to indicate, yeah, we got 3 kids coming. We just want to make sure we got enough for everybody, right? So anyway, 12 to 2, First Saturday, always. There is something fun to do that's free for the kids at the Home of Everything Frederick, okay? So come check that out and come by early. If you're running your errands and out early, around 9 o'clock, you can stop by. I will be there. All right, what else on Saturday? Well, there are tons of great things. You can see that family drive-in, which is free for Elemental, West 7th Street Shopping Center. You're going to want to get there. They have 60 cars max. I don't know if they ever fill that up, so don't panic about that, because there's so many other things going on. But that's 7:45, you want to get over there. I would probably get there a little early so you can get all set up and get your snacks and food and get comfy in the car before you watch that event. On Sunday, you can head to the 5th Annual Flower Festival at Summers Farm. That would be a lot of fun. Of course, you can kick off the morning at the Frederick City Market, which is right down from the Home of Everything Frederick. So again, go to the market after 11, come to the shop, and we will see you there. You can do goat yoga on Sunday at 10 a.m. That's at Fountain School Road, Goat for the Soul. That should be fun. I still haven't done that, but I have seen the goats this year, so that's been fun for me. And of course, join me 1 o'clock game day at Benstown. If you're looking for a place not typical to watch your sport events, NFL or whatever, you can do that. It's game day at Benstown. Listen to this deal. So even if you just come by and you want to get some lunch during the games, mix and match beer buckets, $15 for 5 beers. That is a great price. That anywhere, honestly, anymore. But look at this food. Half dozen smoked wings, nachos. You can add chicken, barbecue pulled pork, Texas chili, or pulled barbecue brisket to your nachos. Yes, please. How about smoked Parmesan fries? Again, Ash, not going to be a fan of those. Mama Cone and I will be huge fans of those. We love our Parmesan. I can't wait to try those. And then they have a shared Southern slider platter with the Nashi hot chicken, which is amazing. I love that sandwich. The barbecue brisket and 2 cola barbecue pulled pork. Oh my gosh. I'm already starving. And it's only 9:40. All right, we got to get moving because I'm going to run way over. I wanted this to be a nice, short and sweet birthday show. Anyway, okay. So, tons of events. Go to promocircus.com to catch all the details. And then don't forget, on the 12th, and it is here on the calendar, September 12th, is the tour and tea at the Cozy Castle. Okay, that starts at 3 o'clock, goes to 5:45. You want to get your tickets. A portion of the proceeds is going to Christmas Cash for Kids. You're going to meet Karen. You're going to see her lovely, lovely house. You're going to absolutely love it down there. It is phenomenal. And then again, October 5th, go ahead and register for the Key City Foundation 5K Fun Run. Here is your discount code, GMF 5K 2024. That'll save you 10% off your registration. I'd love to get 200 runners out there this year, which will almost double what they've had their best year yet. And I think it'll be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'll be out there too. I'm not going to run. I'm not a runner, but I'll be out there to cheer you guys on to the finish line. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to be back with Hannah from Eklectic Coffee. We're going to also talk to Erin Lawson from United Way and Patrick from Sarge Athletics. And all of that is coming up just after just a couple messages, I promise. Not too much. Don't miss Local Compass, your guide to worldwide travel, this Wednesday on Good Morning Frederick. From the experts of everything travel, Antietam World Travel Service.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining family beyond compare.
All right, let's talk about who is making the Frederick market amazing. Market Makers is sponsored by Candles by B&L. They specialize in handcrafted soy wax scented candles. They only use the finest ingredients and they make them safe for you and the environment. Candles by B&L is woman, minority, and veteran owned. At Candles by B&L, their goal is to light up your mood one candle at a time. Candlesbybnl.com. Hannah loved coffee and wanted to earn some extra money, so she decided to start a coffee cart. Several years later, Eklectic Coffee now has a nice trailer as well that they take to events and weddings. Here's Hannah and her husband, Eklectic Coffee. So excited to find out about the Eklectic Coffee Bar. I am here with Hannah and Nick. You're in the bar right now, right?
We are in one of them. We started with coffee carts, so that's where the original bar came from, and then this is about a year old, so the coffee trailer side of things, yeah.
Very, very nice. So let's kind of back up a little bit. What were you guys doing at the time that you decided a coffee cart would be something cool?
We were doing what we always do. We always had a passion for enjoying coffee and enjoying coffee with other people. We actually wanted to have a coffee bar at our wedding, but we could not find one at the time. So we always had this kind of idea in the back of our head. And we're starting to think about ways we could be creative, earn some income. We decided to take our little bit of a tax return we had one year and put it to work to hopefully pay us back, and that's how things kind of got started.
I was also going broke over my hobby because I was drinking too much coffee, trying too many different like coffee shops and roasters. So I had to figure out a way to actually make it work for me. So
There you go. That's right. If you get the discount at the place, you now can get it wholesale. There you go.
yeah, exactly.
What year did you start with the coffee cart?
So we started with the coffee carts officially in 2020. We did our first few events about 3 years prior before we had kids. And then, just a series of events with his job and then me going back to work full time officially started 2020. And it was an interesting year to start because it was right there 2 weeks
Right.
before COVID. We were kind of like, what are we doing? Despite that we were planning on doing weddings and catering for events. And we had to shift our focus then towards like outdoor farmers markets. And it actually turned out wonderful. And we loved it. So.
Yeah. No offense, but I don't drink coffee. So do
Okay.
you guys have other options for non-coffee drinkers like me?
We sure do. We have your tea options. So we do hot tea, iced teas. We also do like matcha tea lattes, chai tea. So any of the teas we go into, and then, we're still developing recipes, whether it's going to be something similar to like a juice or a mocktail or something like that. Don't want to go into the alcohol side of things at this point in our lives, but we're still always like coming up with different recipes and that kind of thing for the non-coffee drinkers, but also for the coffee drinkers. So.
Yeah, for sure. Just variety is great.
Mhm.
So are you guys, I know you go out to events and farmers markets and things like that, and then you can also be hired out for special events, weddings, and all of that sort of stuff too. How is the calendar looking?
It's looking for us, it's looking pretty full. Like I said, we now have three. So 3 young kids, and I homeschool.
That's
during the week.
unbelievable.
Yeah. So, that's our first and primary focus. And so for us, this business is supposed to be part-time. Certain seasons like spring and fall, they turn into, and now winter with the trailer, they turn into looking more like a heavy part-time, almost into full-time, if I can say that. So the calendar fills up, and I'm already looking at some weddings getting booked into next year, and then someone 2 years from now. So,
Holy cow.
it's looking good at this point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, you got to be pretty proud of that because, it's not so often that in just a few short years, you're tripling your reach or your capacity to get out there and, service, people's events and your own. That's really cool.
Yeah. Like I said, part-time, so weekends mostly, and then special occasions during the week. And during those like pumpkin seasons and holiday seasons, we definitely are out a lot more. So
yeah. What would you have to achieve, or would you ever get to a point where you feel like that this could be a full-time gig for you?
We talk about that a lot. So I think for us, it's mainly where are our kids at, and can we provide to support them financially? And they're so young at this point that I think we're at the more 10-year plan for him to kind of retire a little bit, maybe, if that's what he wants. Maybe that'll look different in 10 years, who knows?
Sure.
And it also depends, this business is for the kids. So like I said, I homeschool, so part of their education is, hey, we're learning how to count in the trailer, or learning customer service. So it just depends on how much they want to help out in the future too.
Sure.
So I don't know, maybe full-time, maybe day part-time. Maybe the kids want to take it a whole different direction.
Yeah. And, there's always an opportunity where you have a full staff that is just managing that whole side. You still work, and it's, it's kind of getting that love too. So a lot of options for you. And I love the fact that the kids are learning all about business, because business is life. And when you can figure out how you treat people and counting money and the real side of running a business, that's a phenomenal education. My kids grew up in my first business as well, and I think it's really they've gotten a lot out of that. And I'm happy to come teach a marketing class to your kids when they get a little bit older.
I'll come learn from it too, because that's probably my worst part. It's the marketing.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy to school y'all. It's all good.
All right. Sounds like
Okay,
a
so
plan.
if yeah, so other than I'm assuming it's really just being stretched thin would be one of the biggest challenges that you guys face. Kind of in figuring out what the next step is, or is it like what has been the biggest challenge so far, minus the pandemic, because that obviously was a challenge for everybody. But have you had any others?
I would say that the biggest challenge for us has been just the variability of serving coffee. If we're doing a catering event, that's pretty straightforward, but we can go to some markets and whether it be uh, like an antique consignment market or a farmer's market or something like that, and the week to week is rather unpredictable. And even the people that run the market or run the venue, they'll say it's unpredictable for them as well. So
Sure.
that would be the main challenge. And I would say every time we try to take on something new, or it took us some time to build up having spares in our equipment inventory, and so we had a lot of scrambling. And but I think we've figured some of those things out. So now it's kind of more just like I said, we uh, we equally have a passion for coffee, and Anna really enjoys making great coffee for people and bringing the same joy that she gets from it to customers and to people, to just other people, whether it might be a wedding and we get to sit and have a conversation with somebody else with the shared interest. Um, but for me, it's also just the joy of giving my kids the opportunity to have this education. But I also learn a lot from this business too. And I do have a full-time job, but there's so much that I gain from this, and a lot of joy comes from it because I get to be very close to the people that I'm serving with this. It's not like there's layers of structure in our business. It's really just us loading up and making coffee, and we trade off on a lot of the different aspects of preparation, and then when we're out and about and doing stuff. So um, I think for us, it's just looking as time goes on, we'll see where our family leads us, and this is an opportunity for our kids to learn. Um, for them to kind of invest in themselves as well. They can uh, kind of understand maybe what they want to do long term in their life.
Whether your kids decide they want to continue it or not, again, that enjoying the experience as it's happening, enjoying, every single day, that is really the greatest part, right? If you can be as a family and kind of have these experiences, whether or not this business goes for 20 years or not, I think that's great. Do you source your beans from anyone in particular, or are you always trying different roasters, or how does that work?
Yeah, so we actually partner with a few different roasters over the course of the 4 years we've been open. Right now, locally, we are partnering with Cannon Coffee Roasters, and the roaster there was formerly with another name. It's under another name, and then moved over with Cannon. And so I've had a partnership with him since the beginning, which is great because we've just gone through life together. And then we also partner with Cordial Coffee out in Berryville, and the Well down in Nashville. They reached out to us after we picked up our trailer in Nashville. And they have a great program where they give back for water in other countries, building wells. So that's where their name comes from. They've supported us. They've sent us events sometimes. We get to, Canon also does a coffee cart, I think more for like schools and stuff like that. And so, I'm able to bounce ideas off of them and work with them. And the same with just the education and learning about the beans and where they source them from and that kind of thing. So I learn a lot from our roasters.
Where can people find out where you are? Do you guys post that to social if it's a public event, obviously?
Yeah, so we do post it on, usually you'll see it on Facebook coming up, Instagram, but we also have our website where we have a whole list of our events.
We look forward to seeing you guys out and about, and I will come try one of the teas for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, and we will. I think what we'll do is follow up in a couple of months. Maybe as things get cooler, we can come out when you're out somewhere and check out the trailer and watch you guys work and do a follow up then.
I love that. That'd be
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for your time. Really appreciate today, and look out for Eklectic Coffee Bar.
Thanks, Dani.
Thank you.
All right, want to thank Hannah for. I can't wait to see the inside of that trailer. It looks so cute. We're gonna follow up with them though. I think that's great. All right, let's talk about who's doing good in our neighborhood. Doing Good in the Neighborhood is sponsored by Antietam World Travel Service. Why trust Antietam World Travel Service? Because they're a full-service travel agency. They save you countless hours of research. Oh my gosh, and they're going to get everything right. They're not going to forget some transfer in between, or that you have some connecting flight or any of that stuff. They're going to lay it all out for you. It's so easy. You get convenience, experience, and connections when you go to Antietam World Travel Service. Go to AntietamTravel.com now. Get started on your dream vacation. All right, if you're looking for volunteer opportunities, and I see this on social media a lot, you need to check out United Way's Day of Action. It's one of the biggest volunteer days they do. And Erin Lawson stopped by to tell me all about it. Here she is. 401 North Market Street with my friend Erin Lawson from United Way, Frederick County. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Thank you for being on Good Morning Frederick.
Of course.
So today we are talking about Day of Action.
Yes.
Big
Yeah.
day for United Way.
Big day, yeah.
Huge volunteer need.
Yes.
All right, so tell us what's happening.
Absolutely. So Day of Action is our annual volunteer event, community-wide volunteer event. We usually have anywhere between 30 and 40 service projects all throughout Frederick County. And so we typically have 300 or so, 350 volunteers that come together on one day to complete all those service projects and really make a huge impact in Frederick County.
Wow, that is unreal. So tell me, so if somebody's interested in volunteering, it's usually most of the day, right?
Yep.
They come in the morning.
Yep.
At 9?
Yeah, so we have a fun breakfast in the morning at the Keys Stadium, kick things off around 9, and then around 10 o'clock, all of our volunteers disperse to their various projects, and usually work until 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, just depends on what the project is.
Sure.
But yeah,
so what
full
are
day.
some of the projects you guys have?
Yeah, so usually we have a lot of landscaping and painting projects. This year, we're going to be working on the veteran housing for Platoon 22 up in Hagerstown. Really excited about that one. We're doing some painting over at the new Frederick Center space, getting that all ready for them. We've got a cool project with Wells House, getting their Patrick House and Olson House all set up for the residents there. So lots of different types of projects. We're doing no-soap blankets with COIP. Trying to get everybody here in Frederick County to have a project and really make a big difference.
Yeah, that's really cool. So this is great for companies that want their employees to get involved and give back. Like
Absolutely.
You can all come and do one thing.
Yep.
Or if you're just an individual, how do people register that they want to help?
Yeah, so they can go to our website, uwfrederick.org/Day of Action. It's also right there on the homepage when you go to our website. And you could sign up as a team or as an individual, and we will place you wherever we have that need. All the projects have different volunteer needs and different volunteer numbers and group sizes. So we'll place you with the project, and it might be an organization that they've never heard of before. It's a great chance to learn more about our nonprofit community.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you still have a need for more people?
We do,
Okay.
yes. Lots of volunteers volunteer spots available. We still probably have room for about 100 or so. We can kind of max it up if we need to.
Okay, if parents are homeschooling, are kids allowed to volunteer?
Absolutely, as long as they've got an adult with them, or we can take 15 or 16-year-olds. But if they're younger, we prefer they have a parent with them.
Yeah, that's pretty
But yeah,
good.
absolutely.
Now, are you guys doing stuff at Key Stadium? Are you doing any collections throughout the
So
day?
we are doing a collection in the morning that's going to benefit organizations like SHIP and Blessings in a Backpack. So we'll be sharing a list on our social media of what items need to be brought in for that. And then because it's so close to the election, we're also going to have voter registration at the Key Stadium that morning. So the League of Women Voters will be there. If you still need to get registered to vote, they can stop by between 9 and 10. And they can get them signed up.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right. United Way's Day of Action. It's a great way for you to get involved. Maybe help out an organization you didn't even know was here in Frederick. They need your help, and that's why the United Way steps in. You guys have volunteer opportunities throughout the year too, right?
We do, yeah. We actually work with nonprofits in the community on top of our own volunteer opportunities to share them on our platform, Just Serve. So you can go to our website and see United Way volunteer opportunities, but also a lot of organizations in the community will post theirs on the same kind of one-stop shop for volunteering.
That's awesome. All right, check it out, and maybe you can help this year, or maybe you can donate. Keep an eye out on social media for the items that will be needed, and you can just drive up and drop it off on the day.
Yep.
All right, we thank you guys so much for watching.
Thanks.
Oh, yes, Day of Action, a lot of fun, great way to get involved in your community. All right, we're going to take one more quick break, then we're going to be back with Patrick from Sarge Athletics, and we're going to wrap up my birthday show. All of that's coming up just after this.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Dream Free Art, Frederick's first and only splatter room. New location, new beginner-friendly artful shenanigans for all ages. Come fling paint and make a masterpiece in Dream Free Art Splatter Room, or join us for a fun and unique art experience. Book your next birthday party, corporate event, date night, or family outing at dreamfreeart.com to unleash your inner artist today. Dream Free Art. Free your creativity.
Okay, I want to thank them. Goodness gracious, pushing buttons, clicking things that aren't actually happening. You know, I guess I get a little bit of a reprieve because of today, but actually this is pretty much any day it happens. And right now I'm looking for our fabulous A&S Construction because they're a local and award winner. I got to look around. Here we go, because my phone is right in the way. Here we go. A&S Construction, a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business. They're right here in Frederick County. A&S Construction specialize in roofing and siding, but they can also take care of those windows. Now is the time to do your windows. They're also coming out to help me look at one of my gutters on the second story that we don't have a ladder high enough to see. And hopefully, I'm sure they'll take care of that for me tomorrow. And then they can do your patio and your deck as well. Whether you need a brand new one, maybe you need yours fixed up, maybe it's falling apart, who knows. Call Sandra. She'll come out and take a look, and she will give you a recommendation. You can call 301-703-2157, or you can email info@ansconstruction.net. And of course, you can search for them online, A&S Construction. You can find her on social media. If you look at her Facebook page, she's got a lot of great before and afters, a lot of testimonials about the great work that they do. And we love that she is a woman in the trades, women-owned business. I love it so much. A&S Construction, great supporters of me and this program. All right. We're going to talk about who else is making our market amazing right now. Market Makers, sponsored by the Great Frederick Fair, coming September 13th to the 21st. That is 1 week from today. I just saw on social media a couple days ago somebody saying, what is this Great Frederick Fair happening? I never knew about it, it's so baffling to me sometimes. And we wonder, where should we put this messaging so you see it? Where are you looking that you're not seeing information about the Great Frederick Fair? I don't know, because it's on every radio station, right here on this program, all over social media. Karen is really great about trying to get the word out, but it does surprise me every single year. Now, I've also seen people say, oh, it's so disappointing because I like the big state fairs and blah, blah, blah. I love the Great Frederick Fair. It is a tradition, I think 162 years, a lot of great fun. May not be as huge as some of your state fairs, but it's nice and intimate and small, and we have a smallish. It's actually big enough, but it has a little something for everybody. And if you don't spend time walking through the buildings, seeing the animals or seeing some of the shows and things that they do, well, that's on you for missing that out. All right, September 13th to 21st, go to thegreatfrederickfair.com online. Make sure you're only buying your entertainment tickets from the Great Frederick Fair's site, which is eTix, okay? All right, Patrick started boot camps and after he got out of the Navy. And he started that before it was cool. And over a dozen years ago, he shifted to helping kids and adults to build confidence with Sarge Athletics. I got a chance to visit the gym and talk to him. Here's Patrick. Patrick, we're at Sarge Athletics. We are in Imesville. I haven't been to this facility before. This is gorgeous.
Thank you. Sometimes I'd like it to be a little cleaner and neater, but we do our best. Thank you.
So tell me about your background and how you got into training people.
I served 5 years in the Navy, and when I was in the Navy, I was on the medical and the dental side, so I had a kind of a compassionate chairside, bedside work where I was working with, healthy people and some people that needed some medical assistance.
Okay.
And I kind of found that I gravitated easily to that side, but I didn't really feel like going to medical school. I don't know if I had the mental aptitude for it anyways, but I didn't want to go that route, and I fell into the fitness industry. And about 30 plus years ago, I started a boot camp fitness called the Sergeant's Program. That's where the nickname came from. I actually wasn't even a sergeant in the military. I got the nickname when I told some guys to do some push-ups. They called me Sarge, and it stuck.
I got you.
That was in 1989. I had just gotten out of the Navy. And so at about 15 years ago, I had that other company, the Sergeant's Program, and I started to see what was going on with kids sitting on their phones, or not on phones at that time, Game Boys, Ice Cube devices, various electronic devices.
Right.
And I thought, wait a minute, if I can help kids become more active, maybe I might be able to change the trajectory of tomorrow, because I was already working with adults at the time. So maybe I could, kind of stop or make some changes earlier in the developmental process.
Yeah.
So.
How do you find it is working with kids now?
Kids are great. They're very easy. Kids are great, and they're easy to work with.
Yeah.
Athletes are especially easy to work with because they have coaches. You tell them what to do, they say okay, and they do it. They're very motivated, as you can see in the background.
Yeah.
There's a lot of these kids going on, they're trying to work hard, and they're competitive. But kids in general want to be active, they want to play, and they want tasks to do, and sometimes the world we live in doesn't make it as easy. Parents being concerned of issues happening to their children. I understand that. I'm a parent as well, and I'm going to be a grandparent someday, so I get that. But kids respond very quickly, both physically as well as they like the tasks.
Yeah.
And they like the physical activity. Most of them do anyways.
Yeah, I know. Look, and I get that, the athletes. So you guys take kids and help them, be better, faster, stronger?
Our ultimate gift is confidence building. So if you ask me what my mission or my why statement is we build confidence. The way we do it, so that's our why, that's our purpose, building confidence. Because if an adult can feel confident about fitting into a smaller pair of pants or coming out of a doctor's appointment because they've been working on their health, that's what I want. That's what we shoot for.
Yeah.
If I can get a kid like you're seeing run faster, that's what we're looking for. You see the adults lifting weights, feeling better about themselves. So confidence is what we shoot for.
Yeah.
And then our how we do it is very simple. Our how is we connect them to a coach. There's no mirrors in here.
Yeah.
There's no headphones.
Yeah.
Okay? We connect them to the coach. We want the coach to get inside their heart, whether it's a 68-year-old adult or a 9.5-year-old kid.
Yeah.
And to get them to want to work a little bit harder and a little bit smarter. So that's our how, and our what, strength, conditioning, and speed.
Yeah.
That's our what.
That's very good. I mean, it really is. They're simple, right? It is simple. It's just getting people to do it and keeping them coming. How do you guys find that works out for you?
Well, getting people to come is not really what we do or we want to do. I'll often have somebody say, I'm trying to get Joe Schmo to come here.
Right.
Joe's not coming, Joe's not coming.
Yeah.
We want the person that wants to be here. Yeah, and that's why, sometimes people ask me, do you form opinions on people that maybe want to lose weight or something like that? Nope, that's not what I do. But if you give me your credit card, I might push you a little harder.
Right.
So, if the person's motivated to make change, they're looking for the teacher, we're the teacher.
Got it.
And there's other people out there that do what we do as well and do a fine job.
Yeah.
But if the student is ready, the teachers are here and we're here to help.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What are like 2 or 3 tips you can give our viewers on just being more active, just trying to get their mental state to do what they need to do? Do you have any tricks?
How old is your viewer?
30 to 50.
So 30 to 50-year-olds, yes. Take a walk every day.
Yeah.
Go for a walk every day, especially right after dinner. If you have to do it before because of schedule and life, I get that, but go for a walk. And if there's other people in the household, get them to come with you.
Yeah.
And set a goal. And join a 10,000 step club.
Yeah.
We have one we're starting in the
Yeah.
community. And it's unrelated to Sarge Athletics. Just getting people out to get active and walking.
Yeah.
And then if they want to set a goal for something else, I want to have a smaller waistline, I want to lower my cholesterol, lower my blood pressure, then they need to probably come see somebody like myself or some of the people that do what we do, a local personal trainer, or hopefully us, that can help.
Absolutely. How can people, if they want to be more active, if their kids are looking for more training, what do they need to do? Where do they go if they want more information?
Sarge
for
Athletics?
you?
Sure. Our website is sargeathletics.com.
Okay.
But Sarge is spelled S-A-R-G-E.
Yes.
Athletics.com. Just go on our website and that'll get you all the information. We're on all the social media channels as well. Or just come on in and see us and say hi. You can see it's a big, wide open area. We have coaches all over the place here and clients. It's kind of a quiet day right now because most kids are back in school and in sports. But
yeah, absolutely. How long have you been here at this location?
we signed our lease January 1st, 2011. So we're in our 14 and a half years.
Holy cow, that's amazing.
Yeah. Started a lot smaller, but we've grown.
Okay, you've expanded.
Yeah, we've expanded.
You've grown in to this space. What has been the biggest challenge since that time with having a facility minus the pandemic, which I know was hard for everybody? Have you encountered any?
I would say that I'm not sure this makes me a smart business guy or not, probably not, but I've been first to market with several different services. My first one was the outdoor boot camp fitness, the youth fitness and strength conditioning, and it wasn't necessarily first to market, but it's hard as a business owner to try to explain to people what they might need without coming across like you're selling them.
Right.
But the bottom line, if your kid is sitting in a car playing on video games and then running out and playing practice, he or she is probably not prepared for that sport.
Right.
They can play the sport and they're excited and they got the uniform and they're registered and they're on a team, but are they physically prepared? And if they're not, what ends up happening is their confidence drops because the other kids are faster, the other kids are stronger. And it's not the coach's job to get the kid prepared. It's the kid's job and maybe somewhat the parents' job.
Yeah.
We didn't have that issue when we were kids.
Yeah.
We played outside.
Yeah.
We climbed trees. We rode our bikes everywhere.
Yeah.
We didn't have to be told to go play.
Yeah.
Now it's get out of the house.
Yeah.
And so I'd say that's probably the biggest challenge is getting parents to understand that busy with a lot of activities doesn't always mean good.
Gotcha.
They have to be healthy and strong to do that activity well.
Yes.
And if they don't, their confidence drops.
Yeah.
And it's hard. And I get it. Again, I'm a parent of 2. I get it.
Yeah. SargeAthletics.com. If you're looking for that confidence builder, you have kids that want to be more confident in sports, you can check them out. Come down, check out the facility. It's great here for that one-on-one kind of personalized training program, yeah?
Right. It's 1-on-1, 1-on-8, 1-on-4. We have different varieties.
Small groups.
But we also work with adults too. There's probably as many adults here right now as there are kids. Yes, we work with both.
If there was one thing you'd want our viewers to know about Sarge Athletics, what would that be?
I would say that our coaches are friendly and caring, and we call them certified nice people.
I like it.
So we want to have coaches that are likable
Yeah.
and that are friendly and that people want to come back and work with.
Yeah, we love that. Sarge Athletics right here. This is Patrick. Come out and see him sometime.
Thank you.
All right, yes. Oh, man. Made me want to do some push-ups. Not really. All right. Coming up on Monday's show, Pawsome Pets, sponsored by Pet and Home Care. Gary and Christy educate me on advocates for homeless families, which has been around since 1988, and I had never heard of them before meeting them. And Sophia from South Mountain Creamery are all on Monday's show. Look, I appreciate you guys so much. You have no idea. My heart is full. I'm going to have an awesome day, mostly because of you, and I get to spend it right here. That makes my day start amazing every single day. And please, if you can, tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick. That's the only gift I'd like this year. I'd like likes and views and comments and shares and more subscribers, of course. Have an amazing day. Get out there and be great, Frederick. Somebody's calling me right now. Gotta love it. I love you guys. Have a great weekend, and I will see you very soon. Good gracious. Here we go.